The watch itself lasted with me for 5 over years.
Right,
so if you actually do the math, it's less than $1 a day.
Exactly.
It's a few cents a day.
Boy math.
Yeah, so it's practically free, you can pay, let's say, 10 cents a day for the watch, why not, Welcome to FatFitFam, Singapore's realest fitness podcast. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Dan.
And we're going to talk more about how to get into working out and losing weight.
Yeah.
So previously we have talked about how Dan has started his weight loss journey through walking and getting a discipline. So we want to hit more into the sciences behind weight loss and what workouts to do to effectively target weight loss. Yeah. So you said most effective for you was walking. So walking is considered as a low heart rate workout.
True, yes. Right? So, very low intensity,
yeah. So what you're doing is low intensity, low heart rate. Does it mean more fat burn? So something we can take a look at ChatGPT that I've produced just now.
So, I mean, I am not sure whether it's the most effective lah. While you look it up. But for me, it's the easiest to get into because I think walking is walking like everybody knows how to walk. I don't think there's a proper technique to walk. As much as there is for running and for the gym and for every other exercise, I think walking is just walking. Just one foot in front of the other. That's why I think it's the easiest to get into.
So if I take a look at the query here, so for weight loss, heart rate zones help you train effectively by targeting the right intensity to burn calories and fat. So as what you mentioned earlier, for low heart rate, it's easier for low intensity, and at the higher heart rates, for especially zone 2, it burns higher percentage of calories as compared to the other zones where it targets for more carbs and for more building of power.
Right.
So from what I've seen here, what we should aim for is for zone 2, for fat burning zones, which relies more on fat for energy and for longer sessions.
Yeah.
And I think what you mentioned just now also, if you do an easier workout, it's something that you can get into easily and sustain for a longer time.
That's right, yeah.
Because in terms of thermodynamics, right, you can do it longer. Theoretically, you can lose more weight from there because you have the motivation to keep doing it.
I think it's about the consistency of it also. Like I think previous episode I touched about some of you casuals who play sports lah, which is not wrong. I mean, sports is really a very good way, but at the same time, sports might not be as consistent. I mean, if you're not a professional athlete lah. Sometimes your pickleball sessions are once a month or then cancel maybe if it's raining and then you go makan maybe, I don't know. So, but I think walking is an activity where rain or shine, like I said, you can do it indoors, you can do it outdoors. It's something where you can really do it every day. There's really no excuse.
In general, these are called aerobic exercises.
Yes, aerobic exercises.
It helps you in your baseline.
That's right.
So it keeps you more active, and in your day-to-day life, you feel more energized and less out of breath.
For sure.
Always aim for these low heart rate zones so that you can develop more endurance. Yeah.
So another tip I wanted to throw in here about walking lah, right? So many of us take public transport, right? So for me, if the bus is like just 2 stops away, I would actually walk rather than take the bus. So maybe it's something that you guys can consider. If the distance between the stops are really not that far away, opt to walk instead lah. I know sometimes it can be very hot out there. And I myself have tried to not say cheat the system, but try to motivate myself. Like I buy Airism polo tees now for work instead of cotton ones, right? So that I can walk better or more comfortably in the sun.
And if you guys are office workers, there are Airism dresses and shorts.
Exactly.
Not shorts, but the long pants.
Yeah.
They are very comfortable to walk in.
And the other one that I've been raving to Jimmy about is about the on shoes. I know it's the craze nowadays. Everybody's like, the ON on shoes. Even Straits Times classified it as like a cult brand. I still don't know why it's called that.
I totally disagree, but
but I tried it on. I think there's a few brands out there that are really, really good for everyday and walking use. So like On, I really like On. But I know Hoka is another one. Salomon is another one. Really just everyday wear that you can really, really use to walk for very, very long distance, very, very comfortably. It's very light. Really conforms to your feet. And I even have actually have 2 pairs of ons where the other one actually favors more towards those who are flat-footed. So it can be comfortable in any situation.
I see,
Yeah.
I see. I think definitely be well geared up.
Correct. Yeah.
Especially if you really want to see progress and
That's right.
you want to be injury free, you should always get good shoes.
Yeah.
Personally, I have Asics. I'm a huge fan of Asics.
Yeah. And New Balance also,
yeah,
right?
New Balance and
Yeah,
Asics
these two.
because they develop very durable shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's something that you can invest in. I think shoes are something we use day to day, every
For sure.
single day.
Yeah.
So it's something that you should invest in. $200,
100%, yes.
definitely just invest in it.
Correct, yeah. I think when I was about to buy those on shoes, right,
Yeah.
I had one already, then I was going to buy another one. And then I asked my wife, should I buy this, because, and then she was like, but you use it every day. Then I was like, yeah, actually, then why do you have to think about it, right?
Correct.
Because it is true, you use it every day, so why not? Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, other gears can be also your fitness watches.
Correct,
Maybe for you said that your watch has a pedometer to track your steps.
Yeah.
Then a step further can be, for example, I have this Kuros watch. It's only $300 and it tracks my heart rate and my calories also. So it will tell you the active calories you have burned. So it's a very good way to track. I've walked this much already.
Right.
I should walk another how many steps to burn the amount of calories. So it does have the amount of calories I need to burn, and you can use it to track anything.
That's all in one lah. For me also, I don't have that smartwatch, but what I do is with my steps. Let's say I have clock whatever, and then I will actually check GPT. I will ask them. I ate nasi biryani from the previous episodes. Example, I ate biryani and I only clock this amount of steps. How many steps more do I have to go? And they will tell me. So ChatGPT will give me a suggestion. If you would like to maintain a deficit of blah blah calories, you should try to clock another, let's say, 2,000 steps. Example.
Yes.
So I also feel like the tools around us are very important. Some of them free, like ChatGPT, and also cheap alternatives. So you don't have to stress about it. I think now also they're having a program to give out free Fitbits, right?
Oh,
and
yes.
some vending machines.
I think every Singapore citizen
is entitled
to one.
Yeah.
Free
SingPass,
Fitbit.
something like SingPass.
Yeah. So as long as you log
in,
into the Healthy 365 app,
yeah.
There's an option to get the free Fitbit at a vending machine at your community centers. So you just get it, and actually I started off with that previously.
Same. I also had a Fitbit,
then I just wear that Fitbit, and then I try to clock 10,000 steps.
Right.
Then from there I upgraded to a watch, a fitness watch. So it's something that it might be a bit pricey at the start, like you wouldn't, invest in it.
Correct.
But I think it's worth it in the long run. Let's say.
But at the same time also, Jimmy, I don't think you bought the most expensive watch at the start, right? You slowly bought a cheaper one, and then you realize your activities or lifestyle was going this way, and then you bought another one.
So I bought an iPod. So very simple, because I wanted to listen to music when I run.
Right. Yeah.
So I bought a $200 iPod. And from there, the iPod doesn't track your steps, definitely.
Right, yeah.
But it's something I use to run.
Right.
And from there, I upgraded to a more advanced watch with music inside. And then from there, that watch itself lasted with me for 5 over years.
Right.
So if you actually do the math, it's less than $1 a day.
Exactly.
It's a few cents a day.
Boy math.
Yeah. So it's practically free. You can pay, let's say, 10 cents a day for the watch. Why not? And if you guys are very, very reluctant to spend, you can just use your phone to track also.
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, your phone, all iPhones, I think now, and most Android phones actually has a GPS tracker that will track your and also what's the other meter thingy, the gyroscope thingy that
the pedometer.
As you swing your hands or whatever, it will track your distance.
So all you need is a Decathlon waist belt. You put your foot in the waist belt, you go for a walk.
You're right.
Yeah, or put in your pocket. Then you just go for a walk, go for a run. That's all you need.
But Jimmy, I don't think they have to be super accurate, right?
Like, you don't have to be super accurate. Yeah.
I also sometimes feel my watch overcompensates for my steps. But to me, because I see results. Okay, let's say my goal on this watch is 15,000. It might be different on his watch. Maybe if I wear his watch, it will only clock 10,000. But to me, I see the difference in my day-to-day life as I'm losing weight. So I will stick to that goal for my incorrect watch for forever.
I think it's very important to take note of this calorie count. Because in treadmills, for example, you go to the gym, the treadmills, they tell you the amount of calories that you have already expended. But I must be very, very careful and always be more conservative also.
Correct, yes,
do not, I've already burned 200 calories, I can eat 200 calories worth of food.
Exactly,
but we should always be conservative, and always take a look at eat healthily,
Correct.
then that's a very safe bet already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think it's a bit hard to guesstimate the food that we eat, especially in Singapore sense. I use ChatGPT. You can really put Hokkien Mee and then really find out what's the number of calories you're
calories
eating.
for that.
But it cannot be 100% correct.
Yes.
So which is fine.
Which is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you get the ballpark, you know that you're agak-agak in a deficit, then it's kind of good enough.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we don't want to be robots, you know, and always follow everything to the T.
Exactly.
So be comfortable with what you're doing, enjoy what you're doing, and don't be afraid to take the first step. Yeah, in running, walking, and you know, spending more time in the gym.
Correct.
So I think we were mentioning previously also ActiveSG was really one of our both our starting points.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were saying that you went with your team.
No, it wasn't my team to ActiveSG, or rather, I went to the gym at school. But then you kind of like, you're not in school anymore, like, you know. You gotta find your own gym. And I think to Jimmy's point previously also, I don't want to spend like $90-$100 on a gym. I'm not that serious. That's how I think a lot of people think, like, I'm not that serious. I'm just trying to start out. So I know for a fact, right? I think this year or last year they put in $100 to our ActiveSG account for free.
Correct.
So those of you who haven't used that, right? You are the fool. It's really free. Money
free
to go and
facilities.
work out, free facilities. You can use it for swimming pools, you can use it for gym. And again, you're a fool because the gym is so cheap at ActiveSG. I think it's like $250.
I'm not too sure what's the price now.
$250 per entry but compared to $90 a month, right? You're getting
and you're not committed. You're not committed to the subscription also.
Yes, it's a per entry thing, right?
Entry.
I have two comms about it. One is that if you go after work,
it's very crowded.
It's very crowded. Okay. And they don't open so early, like example Anytime Fitness is 24 hours, so you cannot go like at 6 a.m. or something. I think they're closed. So but I think it's worth the try for you to go, especially to go with
as a start,
go with a friend, go with a spotter to the gym and try lah. So actually before I go there, right, Jimmy, I want to share with you that when I was younger, I actually stay near the stadium. The track is free. So I think if those of you who don't know or haven't been to a track ever before, the track is free. So you can go to the track at any time and just go for it. I think they only closed at 10 or 11-ish. But there's plenty of time after work for you to go. I think early in the morning also they open, like at 7 a.m. So you just go to the track. And always at the stadium there's usually a ActiveSG gym. So I clearly remember last time the first ActiveSG gym I ever went to was the one at Woodlands. Because my friends stayed there and showed me. I was like, okay, go there. But I stay near Choa Chu Kang, so I moved over to the Choa Chu Kang one. And you start to realize a few things. One is you realize that once you go in, yes, it might feel a bit intimidating. You know, a lot of people are lifting weights and you don't really know what to do. But you realize that the people are actually really friendly.
Correct.
Especially the ones that I respect
very
the most.
experienced ones.
Yeah, the ones that I respect the most are the older ones actually.
Ones,
You actually see a lot of older folks there. So not throwing shit or what, like really their hair whitening already, but they are very like
and
muscular.
they go there every single day.
They go every day.
Every
very
single day.
disciplined,
Yes.
And they are so friendly. You can just chit chat to them, just ask them. I clearly remember I've asked like this. Should I call him Apit? I don't know. One Apit
sure. Uncle.
Uncle Apit. I don't know. He was lifting weight. Then I asked him like, what is this exercise called? And then he will like show, this is like, the isolated bicep curls. Like, he will help you with this, blah blah. And then he will like give short guides lah. But of course you gotta remember they are also gymming, right? So you don't want to take too much of their time. They are not your personal trainer. It's just asking for help or whatnot. So ActiveSG Gym I think is really not bad for a starting point.
I want to add on also, you can observe people what they're doing. And from there you can adapt and learn from what they're doing also.
But I'll take that with a pinch of salt. Because at ActiveSG a lot of newbies lah. I mean, really no offense, I really love newbies going there. Because at least you're starting somewhere. But some of them also don't know what they're doing. So perhaps take it with a grain of salt when you see someone do it. To me, it's okay if you see someone who's muscular. Okay, follow that guy.
Correct.
But if this guy is skinny, looks like
wobbling around,
secondary school just started one. Maybe don't follow them lah. Correct. So for me, I follow these apits these otai apits over there. Key thing when you go to gym, of course there's some cultural or unspoken rules lah. One is have your own towel. Okay, so this is very important for
Once you
hygiene purposes.
use the weights already, you give it a clean.
Yes.
Don't slam your weights, put it back.
Don't and put it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my pet peeve actually at the gym is when people don't put it back.
Yeah.
Because to me it's like I don't care if you're going to the most expensive gym in the world. In fact, if you go like seeing these videos at the back of these buff guys, it is like the culture to put back your weights. Really, you can be Mr. Olympia. You also put back your own weights, right? So please put back your own weights. I just want to stress my pet peeve. But also, if you're not sure, ActiveSG actually has their staff there. They will actually show you how to use the weights. That's how community friendly that place is compared to other gyms.
Yeah, so it's actually something very easy to get into.
Yeah, beginner level, amateur level.
yeah.
I've seen a range of like from secondary school kids all the way up to like I said the old guys there. And again, when you go to the gym, I feel, I don't know about you, but for me, it's suspend all judgment.
Yes.
I've seen really big people go inside, right? I was one of them, but I've seen bigger people go inside. And I've seen very scrawny secondary school kid just started going in. I see very young girls going in. I see the older girls who are like a bit buffer also going in. So all, not just active at the gym, but every gym, I would say suspend your judgment. For me personally, is I'm happy you are here.
No one judges you in the gym.
Yeah,
really.
no one, exactly.
It's,
so
it's just everyone's just there for one thing, and it's to improve themselves.
correct, yes.
Yeah, it's not about me comparing with another guy.
Exactly.
Oh, why are you lifting so heavy? Why are you lifting so light?
Yes.
No one cares.
So
At the
like
end of
we
the day,
said
no one cares.
in the previous episode, right? It's about you against yourself previously.
Correct.
Yeah.
Always
So,
against yourself.
correct, yeah. So end of the day, like I said, I'm happy that you're there. But Jimmy, I have a question for you, right? So I don't know if it's an active SG gym thing, but some other gyms, there are some people who gym and then they film themselves. What are your thoughts about that?
I think if you are just there to film yourself and
Right.
you know for your own self-improvement, I think it's totally fine.
Right.
But if you're gonna accuse people of
Filming them
filming you or whatever, then
making
gets
it
a bit touchy.
problematic,
Yeah, a bit
okay.
problematic.
For me, right, I feel like if you want to film yourself, take a picture of yourself at the gym. Okay, for me, I will plug in AirPods and finish my workout as fast as possible. Because one thing is we're busy adults, right?
Yes.
I have my son to get home to, I have work to get to, or whenever I decide to gym, right? So I want to get it done like as fast as I can. Of course, with the proper rest time and whatever, which we'll speak about in more detail. But for these people who want to take their time, take picture and whatever,
they hog the machines.
I'm a bit 50-50 about it. For me, it's because if taking picture keeps you motivated to keep going, I say good for you. Then go ahead. But if it comes to the point where, like you said, if they are filming themselves for a whole hour and they're hogging the gym and doing minimal exercises, then that kind of itches me lah. But I think it's, I'm not saying it's fine, but I'm saying the staff there will approach you lah
I think
so it's fine.
one thing also to point out is in active SG gyms there will be a lot of people. So don't be afraid to ask to share a machine.
Correct.
Always, you see someone is at the fly machine, you really want to use the fly machine, say, hey, can I share with you? Can I make some sets in? Can I swap with you?
I have never had someone say no. Actually, in all my years,
you cannot say no. You have to say yes.
Yeah, it's like okay, we'll share or whatever.
Always, don't be too intimidated to ask. Always share.
And actually, it's a very good way to make friends. Actually, I mean quite a number of friends that I used to go. Actually, I go to every gym like at one point in time. So I used to go to Gymbox. I think Gymbox there's no more Gymbox anyway.
They changed the name already. It's called Nova Gym or something.
Or 24-hour fitness or whatever it is lah. So I meet friends that way actually. Because like, oh, can we share or can you spot me? And then because you kind of go to the gym at the same time almost every time. So
yes, definitely.
You guys are like at the same, like hey, hi, whatever. And you kind of like I said, back to the community part lah. Like it's fun to be there with someone you know, someone that motivates you as well. So back to the active SG part. Again, it's very cheap. There are people to help you, the staff. If not, the friendly people over there. If it gets too crowded, share. But at the same time also, maybe one tip I can give or advice to those people is go in with a plan.
Yes, correct.
So I've seen one or two people who go in there without a plan and they end up leaving earlier than I think they would have stayed lah. So So they will go in, they will do, let's say bicep curls, and then they will do bench press, and then after that they'll be like, okay, every other machine is occupied. Okay, I'm just going to
Yeah, exactly. You need to know what you want to do.
Correct, yeah. So we'll get into a lot more details in future episodes probably about like push sets, your pull days, etc. What this means, your different body parts, and how to work out these different body parts.
Yeah.
But maybe the key thing is really going with a plan. How to come up with a plan? Like I said, if you have friends who have gone before, can help you provide a plan. If you have the cash to splash,
you can go for those classes
or even a personal trainer to really
yeah.
help you. Because everyone's goal is different.
Yep.
There are some people who are very focused on weight loss. There are some people who are focused on muscle hypertrophy, which Jimmy talked about growing the muscle. Some is if you're elderly, which I think I want
general
to get to, right?
fitness, strength
it's more
training,
about flexibility. It's more about maintenance and things like that. And more about technique, less than weight. So when you go in with a plan, for me now, take it with a grain of salt, but I use ChatGPT. But it's also because I know the techniques of these things because I've done them before with a friend. But also I can edit what ChatGPT says. ChatGPT is not always correct. So I know that some activities I either don't like, or I know that I have a higher risk of injury because of my pre-existing injury or something like that. So I would change it to something else that I'm more comfortable with. Edit the weight that ChatGPT provided me with something I'm more comfortable with, blah blah. Or even to the point of, what does your gym have? If your gym doesn't have this machine, but ChatGPT asks you to do, then what are you gonna do?
Correct. I think keep it to like very simple movements.
Correct.
And keep the compound movements to a minimum.
Exactly.
And then maybe that can be the other part of the exercise at the end. But keep your bulk of the exercises to simple movements.
Correct.
And then also be very like know what you want. Because some people aim for strength, some people aim for hypertrophy size.
Exactly.
So if you're aiming for size, you do more reps.
Correct.
Then if you're aiming for strength, you try to gradually progress into 1 rep or 2 rep range. So really know what you want.
Correct.
And then also don't get injured and always progress slow at your slow and steady pace.
Correct.
So else you get injured very quickly.
So I think goal setting is something that maybe I can touch a bit on. Is individually it's different people, but for me personally, I think it changed over the years. And I think this is okay, right? So previously it was because I was playing in a sport, so I wanted to have these particular goals of being strong and fast, and size was kind of like a
secondary thought lah.
Secondary thought or side effect that I get from all this. Now as I'm getting older and taking care of my son, I feel that endurance was something that I wanted to push a bit on, because I want to like it might sound stupid, but I want to play at the indoor playground with my son for an hour without gassing out. Right? So what's the point of being super muscular but I'm gassed out in the first 5 minutes playing my son? So that's
you need to have that metric of progress.
Correct.
Because once you get the physique you want, then what's next?
Correct.
You want to get,
so like Jimmy said, I think previously is the dating scene. So if you want to build according to the dating scene, sure, then maybe you want to fill up your t-shirts a bit more, etc. So find your goal, and if you cannot, try to look online about some plans that can help you reach these things.
Always a lot of YouTube videos and ChatGPT. It's the very effective ChatGPT. So I've asked my training plans and they tell me which days should I do my push days, my pull days, what exercises I should go for, and what are the rep ranges I should hit, for example, to gain more strength.
So in general also, right, I also use ChatGPT to spice it up. So last time I used to gym like the same routine for like 2 years. Well, after after the year, right, you're just going there for the sake of going. You're more like, oh shit.
And you might also feel yourself plateauing also.
Exactly. So then I use ChatGPT to really actually right now my current phase is that I break it up into weeks of 4. So after 4 weeks, I ask ChatGPT to switch up the exercises for me. Based on what my goals are right now lah. So currently it's still fat loss, and not really hypertrophy. So I just change the exercises up. So instead of doing, I think at the first week I was doing dumbbell tricep extension, which is like lifting the tricep here overhead and then
the French press.
And is it called French press?
I don't know. I think French press is the coffee.
I think it's called dumbbell
Dumbbell,
tricep
yeah.
extension. So one of those. And then I say, okay, I want to switch. It's getting boring, right? So I switch
Yeah.
now to rope extensions. So it's the same exercise except that you use the rope and then you pull it straight.
Okay, the cable.
So you are actually
cable.
working on the same part,
Yes.
tricep, but you're kind of using a different method of doing it. That might be strengthening some of the micro muscles or the twitch muscles that were not previously engaged.
So it's more isolated.
I wouldn't say isolated or not. It's still about volume, but at the same time, it just switches it up for me.
Switches up for you. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Because I would say the dumbbell thing is also kind of dangerous because if you slip or whatever, or you overextend, so things like that. So
and
it
it's
depends what you're
good
comfortable with.
when once you mention this, it's good to find alternatives also.
Yeah,
like when
yeah,
you say in gyms, when it's very crowded, then everyone is using the cable machine. Then find an alternative. Do the French press.
Correct. Yeah.
The one arm one, two arm one.
Do something else. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what exercises to target for.
Yeah.
And
or what muscles you're targeting
exactly.
for. Yeah. Then you can change up.
Just change it up so you don't have to use the same machine all the time.
Correct. Yeah.
So I used to use the plated machines and they're always used. Then I was like, ChatGPT, find alternatives.
Yeah.
Then I use the dumbbells instead. So previously it was this fly. Then I just use the bench and I just use
the flat fly. Yeah. I would say maybe slightly different muscles, but still the main muscle that you're targeting will
still
be there.
hit.
Yeah. And you're right about the alternative thing because sometimes I go to the gym and it's crowded also, and I realize, you still want to get something in.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to wait, I think, well, I totally advocate for sharing. Sometimes I don't want to wait. I just want to get my workout done
and go. So like you say, if you have alternative, the other machine is free, go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Use the dumbbells, most effective.
Correct. Yeah. So, back to ask myself the question, if I were to go to the gym, aside from walking, what my favorite exercise is, it changed over time. So I think it depends on how it reflects for me externally. So in the beginning when I go to gym box and stuff, I used to love legs days, like a lot. I think because my strength in my legs was abnormally stronger than people of my size.
I totally hate legs day.
Yeah. So, but I think that's the thing, right? Because so many people hate it and I love it.
It's the most painful exercise.
It's the most long-lasting soreness also.
Exactly. It is.
It will last the whole week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, but
it's the worst.
Yeah. But at that point, I liked it because I think I was lifting a lot heavier than what other gym goers were hitting, and genetically. So I think just by nature, I feel like my legs are stronger than normal.
You like something that you're good at.
Correct. Yeah. Exactly. And I could really see quick progress, all these kind of things. That's why you kind of like enjoy it. Yeah. But but when it comes to the gym itself, right? So we're still talking about more general of the gym practices, right? It's technique. So the thing I want to emphasize on is technique. So I don't think it's just about the gym. It's about if you want to do calisthenics, if you're not going to the gym and you're going down to the bars and whatever, your technique also matters. So I can even go down to as simple as if you're doing push-ups, right? You can say, do push-ups. But there's close range push-ups, there's wide range push-ups, there's diamond push-ups. If you want to go the extreme one-hand push-ups and whatever. This all works different groups of muscles. If you think about it as push-ups as a compound exercise, it also helps your core a little bit more. There's also regressive push-ups, so doing on your knees. So it means if you can't start the normal push-ups, if you're bigger size, maybe start on your knees. That's fine. If you can do 10 of the normal ones, then you transition to doing one of the bigger one. You do 10 of the bigger one, then you do 10 of the wider one, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So I feel like to focus on these different techniques are also important. So you don't constrain yourself to one thing only.
Okay. Yes. And also the progression, right?
Correct.
And also not only the different types of push-ups, also the pause and eccentric movements. So you can go slow on the down and fast on the up. So actually all these things are very, very important in terms of which
muscles are activated. Correct. So you mentioned about the quick up, more of explosive motions. So explosive are also important for your twitch muscle. So I would say for me these explosive actions are more important for sports people, where it's more reactive. But for day to day, probably endurance will be something that you're aiming for, things like that. But also going back to the technique portion, I'll share a story where I actually signed up for a gym. I wouldn't say recently but this year, and I had a free PT session with a PT from the gym lah, and it was an hour session, and I spent less of it doing the gym session, but really just poking his mind about what he thinks about some of my techniques and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, right, like I mentioned, you're trying to be better than you were yesterday. It's how do you use the gym efficiently. So that means, right, all your reps should count rather than, let's say you do just 2 kgs and just do 10 and then you go back. You know, it's like you're not maximizing each rep. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's something that my PT was kind of pushing me. Again, this is not a paid PT, just because I just signed up, then it was a free trial session. So he showed me how to use a technique, like example for a shoulder press, where instead of pushing straight up, right, you push in a Y shape. So it stresses the muscle here a bit more, and you stay there a bit longer, then you slowly go down and you push up.
You need to know which muscle you're activating.
Exactly. So what I wanted to put forth here is actually what's less important is the weight, because he gave me like very, okay lah, to me it was quite light lah. It was just 6 kgs. I was feeling it, man. I was feeling the strain. Like after the 3 sets, I was feeling the strain at 6 reps. He was correcting my form as and when I was doing it, right? I was really feeling the strain. And it was so humbling to me. I think that's the word. So because I used to, easy, 20 kgs, you know, easy. He gave me 6 kgs and I was freaking struggling already. So the point is technique. So using lesser weights doesn't mean you are not working enough lah. So using lesser weights can also mean that you are doing your absolute best really. So the key for me here is when you go to the gym, make sure that you know, for me is this thing called mind to body connection. So example also is that when you do your rows, like say seated cable rows, right? When you pull back, right, it could be you just doing this, right? And I see a lot of people doing this lah. I'm not a personal trainer, but I realize that if you do this, you're actually engaging a lot of your biceps. You're not really
feel your scapula touching.
Yeah, so it's actually for your back, right? Actually, you talk about the image on the side, right? It's actually showing the back.
Yes, correct.
It's highlighting the back. So the way for you to think about it, or I also told Jimmy before, is to really think I am working out my back. So as you pull back, and then you use your back rather than your biceps. Your biceps are part of the compound exercise lah. You will use it anyway. But it's more of engaging what you need to engage. And this applies to everything. So even when you do squats, when you do deadlifts, whatever, keep in mind what you are working out and not doing it for the sake of doing it. And I think another one of my pet peeve that I have, right, for people in the gym is sometimes they use their phone and watch videos while they do the exercises.
You should recover, breathe.
No, but more of like focus on that exercise. So some of them, right, they just put their phone down, watching some video, and then they just do this.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, again, you're not affecting me lah. But what I'm trying to say is that as you're working out, you need to pay attention to what are you really working out. Are you really targeting what you're targeting? And this is what I mean by efficiency. Because if your reps don't count, you're just wasting your time there. You should really make every single rep count. Yeah,
especially if you do too heavy, you also get injured. It's
exactly. So back to back to the point about even if you are not at the gym now, you're doing calisthenics, you're doing just push-ups or whatever, even at home or you're doing crunches or whatever. I know it's very tempting for you to like do one set of crunches, then use your phone for the next 5 minutes and then go again, right? But to me, don't you think it's wasting your time?
You need to get that the efficient rest
in between.
Usually about 60 seconds.
Correct. It's 60 to 120 seconds lah.
Because it keeps the muscles activated, engaged,
and also your heart rate at that stage.
So you rest too long, and then you realize then your muscles are dead already.
Exactly.
You go again, and you lose you lose that peak.
Correct.
So you need to constantly look at the time. So very important to get a watch, in my opinion, or a phone timer. Check the time. Keep doing
and focus.
And so have that plan in mind. The schedule.
Finish,
don't go there. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this.
Always
have the plan. I want to do bench first. Triceps next. Curls next.
Then
you stick to the plan.
Of
course, you can flexible a bit and swap it around. But don't like wait around. You know.
Correct. So so I think generally we covered like basically the general topic of going to the gym or exercising is to if I were to summarize, is really to focus on your workout, go with a plan. If you're not sure how to make a plan, online resources are available, or if not, try to find a friend or community or more experienced person to help you. There are really very cheap alternatives like ActiveSG, or even free, right? Like say out there if you really want to start. For me, it's walking is free. And anything else, Jimmy, you want to add?
It's just keep motivated. Remember the end game goal all the time.
End game, yeah.
Don't be
when
like
it gets hard, when it gets hard,
yes,
that's the
exactly.
one where you have to.
And always have fun. For me, I love going to gym because at the end of the workout, it feels really good. Your muscles are sore.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna get bigger. You know you're gonna get stronger.
Exactly.
And it keeps me motivated through that way. Before you go to the gym, maybe you're tired from work.
Yeah.
You be like, hey, I don't want to go, you know. But if your friends are there, you remember the end game goal.
Yeah.
You know, once you finish it, you're gonna feel so good.
For sure. Yeah. And I really want to emphasize about no matter what size you are, you can be scrawny, you can be really big. If I see you at the gym, I'm very happy to see you. Really.
Yes.
Because at least you are there. Think about all the other people who are not there, right? So those who are there, stick to it, you know, keep pushing forward, and I promise you there will be results. You just gotta stick to it. Yeah?
Keep motivated, stick to the plan, trust the process.
Trust the process, yeah, for sure. I think that's one thing.
Of course, if you don't see the process in 1 or 2 months, you switch it up.
Try switch it up,
Change it
correct,
up,
yeah.
you know,
Change it up.
find out something that works for you.
Yeah. Don't stop going to the gym or don't stop working out. Just try switch it up. Ask ChatGPT, you know, this isn't working. I don't see any results.
Yeah.
And then, you know, try switch it up. It could also be as a result of your diet. So I also know some people who eat like mad and then go gym like mad. They have the same physique
there
forever.
might be different factors also.
But if you're happy with that, you're happy with that, right? But but at the end of the day, it could be maybe your gym's not the problem, maybe it's your diet also. Maybe your diet's not the problem, maybe it's your sleep. Maybe it's not your sleep, maybe it's your stress. So try to attack these things like I said, try one at a time first. Like I say diet first.
Keep it slow.
Correct. And then
don't progress too fast.
Exactly. And then once you hit everything, I promise you the results will come very fast, man. Yeah.
Keep it realistic and you're good to go.
Yeah. All right. So that was our episode on exercising in general. We'll go a bit more into detail about the actual exercises and what to do to help you guys out.
What gear to get.
Yes, what gear to get. We'll talk about more about the things that we use ourselves.
What are the gyms to go to.
Yeah, the gyms. And
if you are really interested in running,
I
got lots of tips.
Yeah, you should in gymming, I have tips.
So,
so remember to eat well.
Keep running. I forget the run.
And lift heavy. All right.
Okay.
Comment below on what you want to hear about next. General food, fitness, etc. If you have no friends or whatever, how to go to gym with you, let us know. We'll see what we can do. And subscribe so we know that you want to hear more. All right. See you guys in the next episode.